Prize now within the reach of Australian soccer, and the chance for the Socceroos to win this coveted trophy has brought a large and very excited crowd to the Sydney Football Stadium this afternoon, as you can no doubt hear. Hello and welcome everyone to the final of the Bicentennial Gold Cup, Australia against Brazil. And the men on whose shoulders all our hopes are resting are the Socceroos, who grabbed not only Australia's but also the world's attention on Thursday night when they thrashed reigning world champions Argentina.
Unlucky man to step down after playing an important role in Thursday's heroics against Argentina. Defender Robbie Dunn carries the scars of that battle, an angry wound in his right shin, despite the stitches inserted following an atrocious foul on him by Batista. There, he's fit again, and from this Brazilian side, only the suspended Ademir is missing. Andrade is a natural replacement for him. Nelsinho, he hasn't played since the first match with Australia. He's recovered from a damaged shoulder. And Giovanni, who was carried off against Saudi Arabia on Wednesday, he's fit again. At the back of the bench there, the dynamic duo, Frank Arok and Eddie Thompson, who have had to sort the team out from their celebrations on Thursday evening, which they were quite entitled to have. But we're underway. Character by Nelsinho. Edmar checking out and prepared to run at defenders himself, only for a moment though. And really, Farina had to follow through once the ball had been slipped past him. It's something that players like to do to each other in training and have a joke about it, called the nutmeg, slipping it between an opponent's legs. Nelsinho, it's a wicked one. And Australia survived it, but it was mighty close. That's Nelsinho's party piece, the swerving, dipping shot when there's no sort of angle. Davidson playing it sensibly again. Here's Wade, Farina ahead of him down the touchline. Now taking over. Only Arnold really in the middle. Orenshaw coming in at the back post, and Australia have a corner. The deep cross and the defenders backpedaling then. There's all sorts of things going on in the middle of the ball. Wade's been involved. And then Robbie Dunn now. They use the term marking literally. And Dunn, who's quite a fiery character, must keep his composure. Davidson. Carlos Silva. Concerned enough to get off his seat, try and pass a message on. This game started at 2 o'clock in the morning, Brazilian time, but they're all watching and listening back there. And wondering what's going to happen in this attack. Edmar. Jorginho. A lot of players forward from Brazil, and Davidson did use an arm intentionally, is the verdict. Australia must be vigilant in their marking, and Yankos judged the right point. He did that many times against Argentina, shown their own qualities. Not many scoring opportunities. The second half is underway. Getting into a little bit of trouble. Valdo, Muller, Edmar, and sometimes teams do get caught cold. It's very unprofessional when you come out to start the second half. Giovanni and Muller finding an interchange of passes there when it seemed that Australia must crowd them out. Valdo, who has got this knack of sensing where room is available. In his senior career, what happened to him, there's a warning to everyone who plays the game, at whatever level. Arnold on the chase. He's got a lot to do. He's taken the shot early, which wasn't a bad idea. The Brazilians were catching him quickly. And Eddie Thompson appreciated it. And Australia then had to come out much more than they have to do here. And they did it pretty well, although they didn't themselves in positions very often to save that game. They might have an opportunity here to create what could be a winning goal. Ollerenshaw. Jennings. Arnold and Faldo. And it's a little moral victory for Australia, only in terms of a throw. Done. Torneo wanted to let it run, but Jorginho was having none of that. And here's Andrade. Oh, look at the room that Edmar's got to turn. And Muller, Romario's in the middle, joined by Edmar. Here's Romario. That's magnificently taken. You just can't give him a chance like that. Brazil lead. The warning signs were there earlier in the half. Dunn had been sucked over this side. Edmar was free. Muller was involved in the move as well. And Romario's scoring touch there for all to see. With 11 minutes gone in the second half, Australia, if they're going to win the Bicentennial Gold Cup, have to come from behind. And here's Andrade leaving 3 Australians in his wake. Edmar, Romario, and over has kept Australia in the match. It was a brilliant move, but both sides of it seen in the reaction on the bench. Some joy too, that was there in the play, but frustration that this time Romario couldn't finish it off. And here's Wade. Is it going to be a Yankos speciality? Trino is there as well. But here goes Charlie, and it was hit cleanly too, but the goalkeeper, as he has been for most of the competition, in absolutely the right place. Taffarel is only 22, and he's given every indication that he'll be around for a long time with Brazil. Muller, of the same age group, beaten by Davidson. Arnold. Ollerenshaw is away. Now, Don Campbell's got to take severe action here. Ollerenshaw getting into trouble too. But Jorginho did what he felt he had to do. A lot of defenders around the world at this level would have done it as well, I must say. And they'll always do it as long as all they get is a yellow card. Ollerenshaw was so frustrated that he might have got himself into trouble as well. He was away. So Don Campbell knows who it is. If he has to go, plenty of people will believe it's the right thing. But the referee has a very difficult situation here. What he has to do is get away from the players and make it absolutely clear the decision that he's made. We'll show you the incident again in a moment, but the key man is Don Campbell, and Ricardo, the captain, is trying to get the message. Jorginho is still there. Go. That's it. He's off. He is off. It's a red card. Whether the second offence was the protests, for my money, referees should send the player off for pulling Holler and Shaw down in that sort of situation. And Jorginho will not go. Bill Monteverde. We have the incident standing by to show you, but I'm sure you'd rather see what's going to happen here, because this young man is going to get himself in very hot water. It's like a batsman in cricket refusing to walk when the umpire's given you out. You have to go. There's no dispute about it. The red card has been shown, but Jorginho has come back on. And he's still there. Johnny, can you believe what we're seeing?
A professional foul should have a red card. It negates the entertainment value of the game. And I just wonder, it's not a second yellow for Jorginho at all.
Well, the red card was out. It was quite clear. And they think they're going to make a substitution now, the Brazilians do. Dragged back by Jorginho. Holler and Shaw betrayed his youth, really, by his reaction. So, the free kick is in Jankos country. But Crino works it to Holler and Shaw. It needed something better then, in truth. Easy to say. Played on well by Dunn, and Ricardo went in and almost crippled Crino. And here's Muller. He and Romario are still capable of doing something even against the most mass defending, and Muller has done just that. That's the perfect reply to the difficulties they were facing when reduced to 10 men. And the smiles have returned down there. And two top-class players here. Too much for Australia at the back, although they were outnumbered. Romario just squeezed the pass away, and Muller flashed it home. Australia have to hit back quickly. Arnold has to be careful. The tempers there are on a short fuse amongst those defenders. And in fact, it's Farina who's coming off. Bozinovski to take it. Ricardo to meet it. He's missed so little. Davidson, it's a foul by Giovanni, and that's a yellow card for him. Australia want to take the free kick quickly, but Tom Campbell hasn't completed the formalities here. More from the world of wrestling than football. Jankos. Aloisio, well, that could have gone anywhere. Luis Carlos eventually clearing his lines, but here comes Bozinovski. Australia won't lack spirit. Holler and Shaw is ahead of him, and onside. Ricardo blocked him. Slater quick to get involved, and now Ricardo, as Don Campbell feels for the pocket, and that's another caution, and I think the captain realised that he was out of order. Good free kick. It's got Slater into a useful position, and Nelsinho was able to get his body in the way of it, and it's a corner, not the free kick that the crowd were baying for. Although it did appear to strike an arm, he was safe, which he was. Andrade. And Romario is away. Australia have three back. Brazil also have Muller in the middle. And he's found by Romario. And there was really hardly an attempt to